All right, everyone. We are officially live. I'm very excited about this, but just so you guys know, today the basic idea of the stream is going to be just reacting to some new Christian metal like I did last month, as well as taking some requests maybe towards the end or if they're newer songs throughout the rest of it.
We are officially...
And I'm sorry, I have my phone here so I can read the chat, but it turns out the audio is turned on there. At any rate, though, yeah, I'm very excited for this. I haven't streamed or even recorded in a while. Like, even that video I did with the Christian cat, that was recorded maybe a week or two before I actually uploaded it. And so, yeah, I haven't recorded anything in a bit. I'm excited to do this. Just so I can make sure everything's working properly. I'd love it if you guys could tell me if the audio is fine, if I sound okay. I know I have, like, the air conditioning is running in the background, so I don't know if that's going to interfere too much. So yeah, just let me know if everything's working properly. But at any rate, the first song up for the day is by Cultist. I have not heard it yet. It's called Let Me Feel Everything. And there are actually a lot of songs like that this month that I'm very excited about and that are quite popular, but I haven't had the chance to hear or react to just because, like I said, it's been a while since I recorded. But yeah, the audio is fine. You sound okay. Awesome. Glad to hear that. So with that being said, like I said, I'm very excited for this. First up is Cultist, Let Me Feel Everything. Oh, and also just so you guys know, my cat is in a very, I guess I'd say attention-seeking mood right now, so you may see her pop in here and there throughout the stream. But that being said, let's get into this first song. And also, when we're playing this, let me know if the audio on the song is too loud as well. Or too quiet. But that being said, let's get into it. This is the first one, Let Me Feel Everything by Cultist. Awfully glad to have you start, I've got to say. Okay, for context, this was released on Face Records. Was not expecting it to be this heavy. Breakdown time? song is unrelenting, I will say that. Wow. Well, that was quite the song. And also, just so you guys know, the purring sound you might be hearing right now is my cat who has decided to join me on my lap. She wants to listen to some Christian metal too, I guess. But, dang. I mean, I've only heard 1 or 2 Cultist songs. Which makes me, I feel like a Christian metal poser saying that, but this is kind of my introduction to them, I'd say. Like I said, I've only heard 1 or 2 of their songs. And even those, like, only casually through Spotify, maybe. So, wow, that was quite the song. That was brutal. Yeah, that's some solid deathcore right there, I guess. Cultist is making Face on Heavy again, and I'm here for it, Matt says. Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like we've been getting that in general, though. Like, Confessions of a Traitor, not necessarily as heavy, but definitely still in the metalcore space. And then, shoot, what are some other recent signees to Face on? I can't think of any off the top of my head. But yeah, both Cultist and Confessions of a Traitor. I feel like before recently, they'd been signing a bunch of like bands like Dins. Actulus is a bit less of a recent sign band. Northlander. And those are cool and all, but like, yeah, they're Face Down is definitely getting heavier again, and it's really interesting and cool to see. David, Mark Adams, hi there. Took a second to bed, but I'm here now. Thanks for joining. David Wellman, I've never heard a Cultist song until now. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat. I went to a music store yesterday and found almost all of the Mortification discography. I'm right there with you, David Wellman. Where? That is, dang, that's cool. I feel like that's one of those things, when you find a store selling that, like, you just instantly buy all of it. Like, for me, that's what I do. But, yeah, at any rate, that was a very cool song. A good introduction to Cultist. Next up is a new song from band I just referenced, Confessions of a Traitor. By the way, I have a total of 20 songs here, and a little less, or maybe almost exactly half of those are new songs from from Voluntary Mortification's album. I was just going to react to it kind of interspersed throughout this. And so that will be up in a bit. Yeah, right here we have a new song from Confessions of a Traitor called Lovecraft, which it makes me think of the whole game thing, I guess. I'm very curious to hear that. Let's get into it. I've been really enjoying all the new Confessions of a Traitor songs so far, and so I'm excited to hear this after this ad. I forgot to turn on my ad blocker again before this stream, I'm sorry. Alright, let's go. Ah, nice. Dude, Confessions of a Traitor is so good. These guys have got to be my favorite signing for the face down or Cultist, really any label right now. Okay. Are we gonna get a breakdown here, or one of the more chill instrumental sections? I'm curious. It's a breakdown. I will not be defined by another. I will rebuild my sense of self, my mind and mental health. That is true wealth. Really, really interesting music video too. That's a cool line. That's a really cool line. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's the media company that was quite the song. Dang. Confessions of a Traitor right now, they are really bringing out good stuff. Like, their last single, Forever Hollow, I think I'd go as far as to say that's probably one of my favorite metalcore releases this year. It'd be on the similar level to like maybe be just like below the Devil Wears Prada's recent material. But man, that was a good song. I really love that last line. I believe it was, the actions we take in this life echo in eternity, which is very true. And yeah, I need to look at the lyrics here because I feel like this band has consistently great lyrics as well. But yeah, I really love that song. I loved the chorus, and it had that nice, solid metalcore feel to it that a lot of Confessions of a Traitor material has. Overall, I definitely enjoyed that. David Ullman, non-YouTube premium peasant. Yeah. Alas, that's what I am. Are all the CDs behind you Christian metal releases? Not necessarily. I try to keep it for the most part Christian metal, just because that's what I talk about on this channel. But sometimes, like for instance, I don't know if you can see, oh yeah, right here, the Burial Tomorrow CD, that's not Christian. But I think outside of Born of Osiris right there, which you can't see actually, those are all Christian. Mark Adams said, nice. Yeah, definitely a nice song. And David Ullman, not too shabby. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think... Promise. I'm just going to read through the lyrics real quick so I can maybe see what this is about. Oh, really interesting. So this song is a lot about trying to gather our identities and not letting it to be... This seems to be sort of about not forming your identity around other people and not around things you can't put your trust in. And yeah, I definitely like this message. There's some really cool lines in here, especially the way it ends with our identities drive our actions, what we do in life echoes in eternity, which is very true, both of those. Overall, definitely a great song. Now, next up is a band I have never heard of before. I just discovered this because, like on the last stream I did, I found some of the songs through For the Rock's Spotify playlist, and this one was on there. I don't know this band. I've never heard anything by them. I have no clue what subgenre of metal they would even be in, but this is Held Fast by Solace in the Gallows. Alright, I'm sorry, I've got to turn on the ad blocker. I don't typically like doing it because I like YouTubers and bands to get their money from music streaming, but yeah. With a stream like this, you know? Alright, so this is Held Fast by Solace in the Gallows. Let's go. Alright. That's a solid riff. Very cool artwork, I've got to say. Alright, off to a solid start. This is a solid song. There is some serious bass there. That was interesting. I'd be curious to know what you guys thought of that song. Yeah, I have not heard this band before. I don't know any other songs by them. But that was solid. I think the production, I felt like, and I don't know if you guys would agree, it felt a little, it didn't feel that great. But other than that, I think this was a pretty well written song, and overall just like a solid metalcore song. Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to more from this band, because like I said, I have never heard of them before. But Charge, I liked it. Yeah, it was solid. This is one where I thought the vocal presentation outshone the music. That's true, yeah. But overall, solid song. That's certainly something I'm gonna have to pay attention to, at least this band, because like I said, I've never heard them before, and based on the way that track was conducted, I'm gonna assume they're a newer band. I don't know. But yeah, definitely a solid song. Next up is the band What We Seek, and their song called As We Rise the King. Again, don't know what I'm gonna be in for here at all. This is another band I haven't heard, but discovered through For the Rock's playlist. Twig has joined the chat. Don't mind the name. Well, hello, Twig. For those of you who, well, for most people here, Twig is actually someone I did a collab with, or filmed a collab with recently, that you'll see in a week or two, probably. But he's also just someone I've talked with a lot on Discord. Really cool guy. But yeah, overall, definitely a cool song. Next up is What We Seek, As We Rise the King, and this is an official music video. Again, a band I have not heard before. I don't know what genre we're going into right here. But just like you guys do know, not all of this playlist is metalcore or deathcore. There's also, I mean, considering I haven't heard all of it, I guess I can't be sure. But there is Stryper here, so I'm gonna assume they're not I'm gonna assume Stryper didn't release a deathcore song. But with that being said, and my cat is standing like literally right in front of the monitor right now, let's get into it. If I can actually click full screen, because my cat's standing right over that area of the screen. All right. Let's go. Cool start. Ooh, we got into a bit of a group. Oh. Already a good amount of tempo changes. Ooh, I like that. This is kind of a cool video. Like, it fits the song. That was solid. I think what I'm discovering through this stream so far is that there are a lot of Christian hardcore bands that I have never heard of. And this is their debut, I guess, too, so they're a newer band. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to hear more music from this band, and very curious about this band because I know nothing about them. But I think that was a solid song. Just kind of a good, fast-paced hardcore song. And looking through the lyrics here, you have like, his life, his death, our anointed king. He has died for you, and he has died for me. We will all serve his kingdom with the flame of the Spirit of God. Just looks like some good preacher core, I guess would be called, you know? And so I definitely enjoyed that. What'd you guys think? If you're... Stryper goes metalcore, film at 11. That'd be awesome and hilarious if Stryper releases a deathcore song. Yes, that... Oh, man. I can't even... Like, what would Michael Sweet... I guess he'd do, like, a clean chorus or something if Stryper did a metalcore song. David Wellman, it's interesting to see Christian music come full circle to being more overt like it was in the beginning in the 1970s and 80s. Yes, because I feel like around maybe 2000s, 2010-ish, it became a little less overt. And even up until like 2018, 2019, it felt the same way. But yeah, especially with Face Down Records, and more recently with a lot of new signings to Face Down Records as well as Solid State, it is a lot more direct and just openly Christian. A lot of the newer bands in the scene, at least. So it's very cool to see. I like the bass drum in that one. Yeah. Now, next up, we do have the first song of Voluntary Mortification's new album. It's an intro track, 55 seconds long, so I'm thinking it's just going to kind of be just like an intro build-up, but we'll see. I'm excited to get into this, though. Several of the coming songs are going to be for Voluntary Mortification just because they released a new album, so I'm excited to hear those. Let's get into the first one, Wages of Sin. Okay, yeah, this is just... That was a cool album opener. Like I said, that was just like the intro, you know, the intro track. So that's why I put another Voluntary Mortification song right after it, just so that it wouldn't be just the intro and then onto a different band. But welcome, Doom Slayer. But yeah, this is actually a full track. I'm excited to get into this one. I've only heard Voluntary Mortification's previous 2 debut singles, and I haven't heard any of the other songs off the album, so this is Vindicator. Let's go. like the singles, this is just sheer brutal deathcore. Okay, dang. Oh, no. I'm kind of amazed we're only halfway through and there have been that many tempo changes. Dang. Feels like it keeps getting heavier. Dang. Dang! I can't even headbang along to the speed of that. I can't even headbang along that tempo, okay? Is that how it... Dang, okay. Well, that was quite the song there. Dang, okay. I'm struggling what to, like, say first. First of all, the sheer amount of tempo changes in that song, for being 4 minutes, that is absurd. It was also just brutal. Like, I was really impressed how it kept getting heavier and heavier, and how the ending breakdown actually felt so satisfying. Because they had, like, that breakdown, like, literally halfway through the song. It was really crazy, too. David Ullman, that's some cover art right there. Yeah, no, certainly. I feel like that's... I wouldn't go as far as to say the archetype, but, like, the typical style of Christian deathcore artwork, I guess. Democratic Society is a really good one. Yes, I have that on the playlist. Hey, Angel. And Voluntary Mortification is amazing. Yeah, yeah, that was quite the song. I'd be curious to know what you guys thought. I don't even know what to say to that. That was just crazy. Next up, we have a new song by Collapse Revive, however, called Wide of the Mark, which I am quite excited for. because if I'm remembering correctly, the other Collapse Revive songs I have heard were very, very good. It's certainly a motif art style. Yeah, definitely. And so without any further ado, let's get into this Collapse Revive song, Wide of the Mark. Also, let me know, guys, if my voice compared to the music volume is good. Because I was testing it out before the stream, but I'm not fully sure if it's working with all these songs or some are just too quiet or too loud, you know? So I'd appreciate if you let me guys, or if you guys let me know. But let's get into this one. I'm liking this build. This is something I'm going to be listening to more. Even though I haven't heard the song, the full song, I'm really You start to feel now I approach the road and boldness. Not advocate, the reason why we're always accepted, cause we accepted. The fighting to turn, the influence strength to push back. I like that bass there. Love these lyrics too. Like we were talking about earlier, I love how so many newer Christian bands are just bringing out these like really bold messages and being clear about their faith, you know? But that was definitely quite a good song. So, wow, that's pretty good. Actually, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, no. Yeah, I haven't listened to Collapse Revive all that much, except for the few songs I have heard being really impressed by. But that was really good. I liked the production there, and like just the mix overall, I really liked. And then, like David Wellman said, okay, that little bass riff was good. Oh yeah. The song is kind of jinty. Yeah, it is a little bit. Kind of some jinty metalcore stuff, I guess. Vocals probably my favorite part. I like his style. Oh yeah, I was noticing too. He has a pretty distinct style, kind of more of like a deeper throat style. I don't know how I'd say that exactly, but yeah, I really like that too. Next up, so Next up is a Voluntary Mortification song, followed by the newer Stryper song, which I honestly kind of thought was a cover of the what is it? Holy Soldier song. Until I read through the lyrics. Like, I haven't heard the song yet, but I did read through the lyrics and I was like, oh no, this isn't the same song. Which is interesting. But at any rate, next up is Valley of the Slaughter by Voluntary Mortification. Basically, the way this goes is I have them just kind of thrown in this mix, and so every couple songs, there's going to be Voluntary Mortification, just because I was planning on reacting to the whole thing for this reaction. At any rate, though, next up is another song by them. I'm expecting more just brutal, crazy stuff. Let's get into it. Yep. Gotta say, one of the things I love with Voluntary Mortification is they have really, really sick riffs. Yeah, this is just heavy. This is like, this band is just sheer heaviness. A long song. Like, this being this type of deathcore, that's very long. So far, this one's better than the other one. I'd agree with that, actually, yeah. Only meant blessings. Yeah. Okay. This breakdown, it better be good for how much build-up they're giving this. Oh my gosh. That was brutal. That was, I don't even know exactly what to say. That was quite the song for it being 5 minutes and 48 seconds long, which is very long for a deathcore song in my opinion. That was pretty well done. That ending entire section was definitely something. Yeah, I feel like all I can say about Voluntary Mortification is that, like, based on all of this, they're probably going to be my go-to band if I want something just really heavy. Yeah, that's wow. I can only imagine blasting this church worship. Congregation reaction would be priceless. Oh yeah, man. Imagine doing like a youth group reacts to this. Like that. Honestly, I know everyone has been saying, and I think it's true that my youth group is like really open and really enjoys this, like, it's cool how okay they are with this type of music, but I can kind of see my youth pastor not being okay with this, just because, not of how heavy it is necessarily, but because the album art too. At any rate, though, anyone else hearing goth touches as well? Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you had a lot of the sound effects on this album really are, like the bells, and then that sort of period build up to the breakdown section. Next up, on a what I'm going to assume is a very, very different style of song, Stryper, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, which again makes me think of the one Holy Soldier song. So, I don't know. I'm very curious to hear what this is going to sound like. Yo, my youth group would hate Voluntary Mortification. Yeah. No, yeah, I would so love to do another youth group reacts to a song like this. Can you check out Diamonds to Survivors Tournament? That's on this playlist, just so you guys know. I do have that. Where is it? Yeah, okay, so it's going to be this Stryper song, a song by Legion of Adonai, a couple more Voluntary Mortification, and then this one. It's interesting how on this playlist, so a lot of what was released this month that I could find was in the metalcore deathcore realm, but there's also like a song by Divine Adored Victorious, which is a rock band that's good. At any rate, though, this song by Stryper, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, let's get into it. Also, just to let you guys know, if you do want me to react to any songs in particular, just let me know in the chat, and I'll probably be able to get around to it. It depends on how long the stream ends up being. But if not, at the end of the stream, just intermixed with all these newer songs as well. Let's go. Oh, the Earth is kind of an eye. That's cool. As well as the Stryper does beautiful, clean guitar work. Oh, this is a little different, actually. I like that main riff. And as always, Michael Sweet, great vocalist. Stryper consistently just has fantastic solos. That was really good. A little bit more of a almost modern rock feel than I was expecting with this one. But I definitely liked it. The chorus was solid. The guitar solo, as always, was great. It had a bit of a different feel to it than a lot of Stryper songs, so that was cool as well. But there was a lot that's been happening in the chat. So the Holy Soldier track is See No Evil. Yeah, but the chorus is... It was just reminding me of the chorus because it's like See No Evil, Hear No Evil. A cat eye? Maybe so. I mean, with the green, it kind of looks like it. Let's see. Can tell Stryper we're fans of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, etc. Oh, definitely, yeah. If it's not on your playlist, Norma Jean's got a new song called Spearmint Revolt. Yes, which I have already heard. Norma Jean is one of those bands where... Yeah, I pretty much listen to the singles as soon as they come out. I haven't reacted to them yet, though, and I probably should whenever they release something next. Let's see. Stryper is always great in my book. Yeah, definitely. I really enjoyed that. Hey, bro, there's an insane metal track just came out Friday. Let me know what it is. I haven't listened to the band this band in the past, but it reminds me of Theocracy. Huh. Yeah. I mean, it's in the, I guess, power metal vein. Oh, Legion of Adonai, Hope Ablaze. I think that's literally the next song up on the playlist, so don't worry. Check in Amongst the Giants. Yeah, what song would you recommend? I've already heard Black Box and one or two of their other more popular ones, but I haven't listened to a ton of their music. And so next up is, by Legion of Adonai, Hope Ablazed. Which I can kind of tell is deathcore, I think, based on the fact that Christian Roach of Diamonds to Dust is featured in it. Have you heard the new song, Revival by Crucify the Flesh? No. I've actually not heard either of those songs, so. But Legion of Adonai, Hope Ablaze. Next up, let's get into it. Interesting. Okay, I'm sorry, I know if I'm not like too into the song, but I'm really trying to pay attention to the lyrics in it, because these are super interesting. Oh my goodness. That was quite the song. Lyrically too. But definitely those vocals are dang. Yeah, like Erica Araza said, yeah, definitely some great vocals there. I love when bands do that, when they have the contrast between the higher pitched screams and like the deeper, lower gutturals. But overall, that was a solid song. There were definitely some really well written lyrics there, which I enjoyed. But yeah, that was quite the song. This track was about the moral decline of America. Okay, I was thinking about that. Yeah. So what I was gonna say is, yeah, definitely. Let's see, what were some of the lines that stood out to me? How they're kind of talking about America selling out their morality. And let's see if they have the lyrics actually in the description, so I can. Okay. Yeah, so especially in the promise of instant satisfaction within blindness, the population sells out independence for the alms of tyrant, sorry. Like prostitutes prowling for the big score, pimps of corruption, gladly to partake of the body soul defiled. vandalized, discarded, and used, but well pleased by the secular gain, innocence lost, morality auctioned off. Those were some very strong lines there. Definitely enjoyed that. Lyrics are a bit confusing. One moment seemed targeted, then ambiguous. Yeah, that's true. I think there were a couple moments where it did feel a little bit like that. Vocalist is the other vocalist is a vocalist from Searching Serenity. Oh, okay, that's really cool actually. Robert Manzone is very cool, so it's cool to have him there. Next up is another Voluntary Mortification song. This is the particular one that I have been told is very good. And I feel like, based on the title, it may be in a very similar vein lyrically to this one, with it being called Democratic Society, as I think how it'd be the correct pronunciation of that, because how it's spelled. But I'm very excited to get into this one. Let's go.
It is usually about money, but it's about something else as well. It's also about what I call the arrogance of power.
Okay, that was a bit of an interesting audio clip to put there. What were those vocals there? What is it with the stand putting like? I mean, it's not a bad thing at all, but it gets so heavy so quick. I really like the pacing. I love how they included a pre at the end of the Democratic Society line.
Politicians think they are above the law, above common morality.
every time I feel like the song is about to end, it gets heavier. I love some of the vocals here.
Oh, wait, gotta say hi to the camera. Gotta say hi. Hi. Gotta say hi. Where's Jackie? Come on, you gotta say hi. You have to.
Hi, Adam. Get out of the kitchen.
There we go. Ah, there's a happy person. Oh, there's Mom again.
Well, dang. The intro of this song is something else. Oh, yeah. Love the vocals of this song. Oh, yeah. What was that? That was... that was quite the song. Okay. I need to go... Every time I hear one of these... How much these bands spend on Ricola and tea plus honey, huh? I know, right? Like... I feel like this is up there. What's another... I don't know if any of you guys have heard We Butter the Bread with Butter, but they did a similar thing in one of their songs. Just these, like, random vocal bits. Like... Everyone in the chat that hasn't heard that song. Yeah, me too, man. I feel like after every Voluntary Mortification song, it's just to kind of collect my thoughts because there is so much going on in those. But that was definitely a good song. The sound bites at the beginning and end, those are pretty cool. The vocals are very unique, Dylan. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. It certainly made the song interesting. Like, I would say there are very few deathcore songs over like 3 or 4 minutes I would actually listen to in full, just because deathcore is one of those genres where you want like fast, hard, like heavy pummeling stuff, you know? And so the fact that they kept this song interesting and it being over 5 minutes is very cool. We Butter the Bread with Butter, so good. You should do a reaction to other songs at the end of the stream. Yeah, maybe so. Some of those vocals sounded more like the outtakes than deliberate or having fun with it or whatever. Yeah, like I think it was towards the end they were like, Democratic Society. Yeah. No, it sounded really interesting. But I did definitely enjoy that song. And next up is a significantly shorter song from them called The Coal. I feel like I don't even know what to expect with this one now. Democratic Society was definitely quite the song, but let's get into this one. another just like heavy, fast-paced, humbling song. Oh god. Oh my goodness. The one part of the song sounds like he's gonna spit or something. Yeah, I know. High-pitched moment. Yeah, I can't imagine the, like, how on earth does this band do live shows with this? I don't, yeah. I'm pretty amazed. And there's a Simpsons voice on the screen. Yeah, no, I'm pretty amazed that their vocalist made it through this full album without just absolutely ruining his voice. Because this has got to be the most, I don't even know if I'd call it like vocal diversity, but vocal like change-ups and different screams and crazy screams I have heard on a deathcore album in a long time. Dang. Now next up, fittingly, we have a song from another deathcore band with a really, really great vocalist, Diamonds to Dust. Let's get into that one. I'm still, like I said, after each one of these Voluntary Mortification songs, I kind of have to collect my thoughts because there's a lot that happens in them, and yeah, dang, that was quite the song. But yeah, next up, Survivor's Torment by Diamonds to Dust. This is a really interesting one. I'm thinking it's going to be like, yeah, I'm very curious to hear this. I don't know what to expect with this, honestly. Outside of the name, which kind of gives me an idea of what the message might be, but I'm not too sure. Let's get into it. Love the symphonics. You know it's gonna be good when deathcore songs have that, like, symphonic. His facial expressions match the, like, his voice so perfectly. And that was quite the way to end the song. Just think of that. David Ullman, is that a dining room? Yeah. I just posted to Connor your question on Facebook, lol. This dude always has amazing highs, not gonna lie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Diamonds to Dust is pretty impressive. I think... Yeah, that was quite the song. I'm sorry, I'm now... Dang, that has been what? 4 deathcore songs in a row, so I'm feeling a little, you know, a little stunned, but okay. That was definitely a good song. Diamonds to Dust is a really great band, and, yeah, instrumentally that was great as well. Like, vocally, obviously, Christian Roach is incredibly, incredibly talented. And it featured Mystique. Okay, yeah, I think I had heard about that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Nice guitar. Love the symphonic parts too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I always love when deathcore bands do that. It's speaking of Mystique, it reminds me of that. The song actually, how does he do that without barfing? Same with Voluntary Mortifications. Yeah, oh my gosh. I think if I can take one thing away from hearing all these songs during the stream, deathcore vocalists are insane. Yeah. It's crazy how much their sound has changed since their first album. Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard maybe 1 or 2 songs off their first album, but yeah, they've definitely changed. So next up is The Hollow by Blue Fire Horizon. Blue Fire Horizon kind of is on the edge between metalcore and sometimes deathcore, so I don't know what we're gonna get here, but I'm very curious to find out. Let's get into it. Gotta be the most deathcore I've ever reacted to in one live stream. more like little melodic elements to the song.
You are the sinner, I am the sickness, cancer of the soul. Give me all your sorrows, all of your deepest fears. I am your world.
Very interesting riffs too.
Silence, leave me on the fair, something to all my life.
That was solid. I haven't heard a ton of Blue Fire Horizon songs, but from what I've heard, this is probably one of my favorites so far. Definitely like those riffs. But let me see. I figure I could do deathcore vocals while recording every time I accidentally drop a spoon in my garbage disposal. Yeah, exactly. Hi, dude. I like the song. Hey, Benny. Nice to have you here. The name should have been New Christian Deathcore plus Stryper Reactions instead of reacting to New Christian Metal. Yeah, no, I was not prepared for how much deathcore there was gonna be. Oh my gosh. David Wold, our only New Christian music is praise and worship or deathcore, or both. It seems like there is really like a lot of deathcore that came out this month, I guess. It could just be that we're listening to a lot of the album, a lot of the Voluntary Mortification albums, so that's multiple songs, but yeah, no, I was not expecting this much deathcore. By the way, he's already listened to See No Evil by Holy Soldier. Oh, yeah. That's one of actually my all-time favorite songs. But at any rate, I have a question for you guys, because this stream has been an hour and a half so far, and I'm curious whether you guys would be interested in me finishing out the rest of these songs and taking your suggestions from here already and adding them to the playlist as well, maybe next Sunday. Or if you guys are interested in me actually just finishing out the rest of this stream. Because I feel like at this point, we're 14 out of 19 songs, plus a couple of requests, so that would probably be around another hour of streaming. And so I think it might just make more sense to go until, or to finish this off next Sunday. But I'd be curious what you guys have to say. Yeah, let me know. Finish? Finish. All right, that is currently the one response we've got. So let me see. I think my plan right now is I'll react to the Dav song that's next up, and then in between each one of the Voluntary Mortification songs, I'll do one of the requests. We want you to finish, but it's up to you. Next time, be a weekly thing. Yeah, I say finish and take requests. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's just a matter of whether you guys have time for that or not, you know? Because I don't want to be just streaming for, like, 4 hours or something, and, you know, you guys probably wouldn't be able to watch all that. But yeah, I'll fish and take requests. So that be finishing right now or next Sunday? Next time be a weekly thing? This could maybe be a weekly thing. I don't feel like I could fully do this every weekend. I don't know how interesting that would be, because I don't know if there are enough releases every single week. But yeah, I could do it somewhat often. I'll be watching. How many songs are there left? 5 plus, so probably around 7 or 8 total. 14 out of 19 plus a couple requests though. That's why it would be more than that. Yeah, wait, actually, do I have the... Yes, I have the ability to create a poll, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create the poll and we'll see whichever one wins. Alright, sorry. There's like a character limit on how long an option can be. Right now. There we go. Alright. So the poll is now posted. Or whenever it posts. There we go. Sorry about how long that took, by the way. Alright, let's see this. Next Sunday. Alright, I'm going to give the poll. Let's give it till 1 more minute, so 4:41. What about requests? No playlist later. Okay. I should have added that option. Wait, can I do that now? No. Alas, I can't do that. But what I would probably do is maybe I could save 1 or 2 Voluntary Mortification songs for later, and then yeah. Are you asking to hear the requests? Yeah, put them in the chat, or after the stream you could leave them in the comments. It really doesn't matter. I'll just add them all up and put them in the playlist. But it looks like we need 1 more vote. It's very tied right now. So we have next Sunday or do the request later and finish the playlist now. We need 1 more vote. But I guess fast as you can by Iconic. Okay, so we currently have I think what I'm gonna do is the closest thing I can think of would be I'll do you vote, hello. Yeah, we need 1 tie-breaking vote, okay? You vote, hello. I would honestly vote for next Sunday just because I'm kind of feeling tired. But I think what I'm going to do, if this is okay with you guys, is just react to the Dav song, which is a melodic song. And then one more Voluntary Mortification song to wrap out the stream, if that sounds alright to you guys. Just because that would be the closest, since there is no consensus from the poll. That would be the closest thing. But yeah, alright. Let me know what you guys think of that. Sounds good? Alright. Yeah, I think that's just the best way, because, you know, like I said, I'm feeling tired, and it's already at around 2 hours at this point, so it's just a kind of way to cut it off. But I think, honestly, I might, after this is over, cut up all the reaction, like, edit it a bit, and create just a video of me being blown away by Voluntary Mortification. Let's see. But anyway, next up, and the penultimate song of the day is Better Is One Day, which I believe is a cover by Dav, which for those of you that don't know is a really good Christian rock band. Let's get into it. Good. This is kind of a nice melodic slowdown for the stream before finishing off with Voluntary Mortification. This chorus honestly sounds really good in rock form.
My heart and flesh cry out to you, the living God. Your spirit's water for my soul. I've tasted and I've seen. Come once again to me, I will draw near to you. My heart and flesh cry out to you, the living God. Your spirit's water for my soul. I've tasted and I've seen. Come once again to me, I will draw thousands elsewhere. Better is one day in your courts. Better is one day in your house. Better is one day in your courts than thousands elsewhere. Better is one day. Better is one day. Better is one day than thousands elsewhere. Better is one day. Better is one day. Better is one day than thousands elsewhere. Than thousands elsewhere.
That was fun. I have mixed feelings for this one. Benny, wait, what did Benny say in the delete? Okay, I have mixed feelings for this one. Yeah, I get that. I think for me it was kind of like, not that heavy music is bad anyway, but after that many like just deathcore songs, it was kind of nice to have something a little slower, you know. So I thought I was kidding when I said that all the new music was deathcore, PNW, or both. Or it turns out they predicted the future. That background vocal though, yeah, I know at the end of the song when they had the scream back there. Okay, well, that's different. Church song with just a drop of heavy vocals in the background. Nice. Yeah, it was nice. It was a fun song to check out. But now finally, for the last song, it is going to be Abomination by Voluntary Mortification. So to end this on what is probably going to be a very crazy heavy note. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
This dude's vocals just... Did you say Catcher in the Rye? Huh. Good song to wrap up the stream. Reminds me so much of Living Sacrifice so I can have it. Oh, it's not done yet. Oh man, that. I feel like if we can take away anything from this stream, like David Willman said, the only two genres that exist in new Christian music right now are praise and worship or deathcore. That rash voice reminds me of Infant Annihilator. Oh my gosh, yeah. Towards the end of that breakdown, he sounded like he was just like, yeah, kind of thing. Before he said, he screamed like, shut your filthy mouth. That was crazy. Yeah, that was quite the song. Definitely a good one to wrap the stream up on. Yeah. This was probably one of the most interesting streams I've done. I don't think any of the ones I've done in the past have just had this much deathcore. Thanks so much to everyone that joined. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, just let me know in the comments any songs you want me to react to next Sunday. I can't promise that date yet, but I'm pretty sure that should work for me. And then I'll take all the requests from the live chat as well, I think, too. Voluntary Mortification is a Christian Infant Annihilator now. Yep, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy for a debut album to just... Like, this is their debut album, and already it's this crazy. At any rate, though, thanks so much to everyone that joined. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday, and... yeah. See you guys later.